Okay then, let's go. So I want you guys to start by just casting your mind back to Christmas time. Maybe your house looks something like this. TV was on with the Queen's speech, you're on Facebook, getting text messages off your friend, all those kind of things were going on. This was actually what my Christmas looked like. I was on retreat in the Pyrenees Mountains. There was no TVs there, no phone access, no internet for 3 weeks. And in fact, it didn't even have a flushing toilet. It was that kind of basic and tech-free. And it looks like I'm not the only person that's looking to take a break from technology. There's actually a bit of a growing trend shown by these articles, with other people talking about doing digital detoxes. So my talk is about turning technology off. It's not about throwing your technology away in the bin. And I do appreciate the irony of presenting on this when I've got a computer in front of me at an event where we're all encouraged to tweet and be online. So, like I say, I'm not anti-technology. I'm not a Luddite per se. However, I do have my moments where I look a little bit like that stick man, where the computer crashes just as you're kind of manically trying to finish off that final report. This is actually my problem with technology. That really, really common scenario we have now, where you're sat in some kind of social situation, down the pub, at home with your family, and everybody is staring at a screen. I appreciate that some people think that technology helps them stay connected with their friends and family, particularly when we're far away from those people. But I would argue it can also make you feel more disconnected, and the quality of those relationships are different. We also have an impact on our concentration from using technology. Every time something beeps at you or flashes or a message pops up, we get interrupted from our task, and sometimes it takes a while to get back to it. Clearly, there's a physical impact of using too much technology, the couch potato effect, but also looking at blue light can impact on our sleep, and we don't really know what the long-term implications for babies and children is. I'd say it's quite addictive. The fact that people are willing to text and drive, which just seems incredibly stupid to me, and the fact that we're willing to waste so much time. We openly say, oh, I don't really know what I did for the last 10 minutes. Finally, when it breaks, it causes a nightmare. I suddenly realised how reliant I've become on technology, that my diary's on my phone, the maps I use to navigate are on my phone, and I can't even remember my friend's number to call them up. So what I'm suggesting is that we need to rethink a few of our technology habits, specifically how we're using it, when we're using it, and why we use it. And maybe, is there another option? Can we do things a slightly different way? So I'm going to set you guys at Ignite Cardiff a bit of a challenge to see if you can turn off all of your screens, your phone, your computer, your TV, once a week, once a month, or maybe for you it's just an hour every now and again. And here's a couple of pointers from my experimentation with it. You can't be too rigid. You're going to have to play around and find something that works for you. You're going to have to do things the old way. Go and knock on people's doors if you want to see them. And you might find it changes people's expectations of you. From doing this, I found that you feel like you've got more time, that suddenly, without the distraction of computer and phones, time changes and feels much more spacious. And hopefully with that extra time, you'll be able to do more stuff, whether that's taking up art classes or that sport that you've been talking about for ages, reading the book that's sat beside your bed right now, or maybe for you it's just getting an extra hour's sleep. It's also going to change your relationship with your friends and family, because without the phone beeping, without looking down at your screen, you're actually going to look at them more and connect with them and listen to them properly, which I think is a really valuable thing. Hopefully you'll also start to look up and around and notice what's going on around you. We've all seen people walking around glued to their phone. By not doing that, you're going to notice the beautiful parks around Cardiff or wherever you are, or the dog that you're walking with. Now, there are some exceptions to my rule. If your partner's currently expecting a baby, I don't want any recourse from this talk for missing an important day. And likewise, if you're an on-call doctor, possibly you're going to have to pick your moments. I'm not saying that you need to all go on retreat to the mountains. all I'm arguing is that maybe it's worth re-examining some old habits. I used to think a flushing toilet was pretty essential. Now I'm sort of missing using these toilets with the birds tweeting all around me. Thanks, guys.